Three, two, one. Congratulations and welcome to a very, very special show on the internet we call We're Doing This for a Second Time Tonight. Date night.
Good night.
Woo! Day night, third time
Bravo.
tonight.
Yeah.
Here's all I've got to say about what just happened. Windows, when you update stuff, stop switching everything over to default. That's too much work for me. We just had an update and everything that was once perfect got defaulted. So we are back. Hopefully we're making sounds and words. Hopefully the stream isn't cutting in and out anymore. Hopefully. I am DM Matt. We said these things already. We have Nate playing Barnaby.
Oh, hey there, folks.
We have Sheva playing Sheva.
I'm still here.
Everyone's still here. It's the craziest thing. We have Ian playing Rimardo.
Mardo's still here too.
What you guys missed is a recap. I also never did my super cool shirt. It's just Batman. It's pretty ordinary. Thanks, Target.
No, thank you.
Yep.
That's good though.
Our Nate did our lovely recap last time. Nate, do you feel like doing it again, or do you want me to speed through it?
If you'd like to speed through it, go ahead.
Okay. The group once again finished off their 2 sessions ago, eating some mushrooms that told them to go find this old man because he's getting murdered. They also begged to be eaten, which is unsettling. They finally made it to Pinewood Pass, where this old man was, and watched a mob attempt to kill him. They set his house and him ablaze, and he walked through it, and there was a fight. Some of the townsfolk lived, some of them died, and turns out this guy is a little tougher than he looks for being old, but the group found a way to defeat him via drowning, and turning him to gold while in a cube of water. So it was super gross.
With my hand.
To shred. Hey.
Then the group was basically dragged to the taverns. There's 2 major taverns in town, and forced, twisted their arm to party. And the group then, after watching Shelly somewhat get dismantled and kind of put back together, discovered Shelly has an off switch. And then discovered a lot about who Shelly was and currently is. A former doctor just attempting to save as many people as she can, and an assassin robot tracking her down. With that, Dr. Shelly was able to transfer somewhat a personality into the assassin robot and create what is now known to the group as Shelly, the team's healer. Unfortunately, they discovered all that right when everyone started to turn to dust. Everyone aged extremely rapidly in the town, and the party was forced to flee the taverns. And there they found the entire town once again setting the old man's house and the old man ablaze. That is where we find ourselves now, with the group having basically a redo of last session, except for the party is still hurt. The party has used up some abilities, but everything else seems to be about the same, except for...
I got my hand back.
You got your hand back. You got a hand back. We don't need to go into the details of why or how, but your hand disappeared last game to super murder the old man, and it's back. All you had to do was wish it to come back. Isn't that weird? No consequences. But yeah, the townsfolk are looking to attack. What you guys missed last time is the party was talking about some things that have changed. The stars seem to be different. Shelly has a slight gleam around Shelly. The snow on the mountains are muffled.
Around shell self.
Shell self. And the townsfolk are much more armed this time. So with that, we can jump back in. Ramar, though, good news. What? Some freezing, but I can't hear anyone else. What? Can't or can? I don't know what's happening.
Words, words, words.
It says you guys are making words, so I'm gonna trust it. For whatever reason, we're having so many technical difficulties tonight. If I have to spend a Friday baby nap time recapping all of this, I most definitely can. But you have rolled a 10, correct, on your intelligence to see what is going on around Shelley. Barnaby, you are also now seeing what's kind of happening. What you guys see is like a very odd, very slimming projection of a much healthier Shelley around a very, very broken Shelley.
Oh, goodness.
There are bits of clear liquid just falling out and like dribbling down Shelley's sides. You can see that broken eye socket is definitely broken. The LED light behind it is entirely shattered and not working. And Shelley just kind of looks over and gives you guys a thumbs up and goes, "I am okay." As the town people just start to riot. And the old man once again walks through the flames and just somewhat looks at you guys, just a glance, and then back towards everyone else, back towards the rest of the townspeople. Ulak, the orc that very much looks like a wizard, all dressed in some sort of magical gowns, steps forward and once again begins to do some sort of sign language towards the wizard. After the sign language is over, the old man just shakes his head no.
Excuse me, sir. I never learned your name, but I think I have something that maybe belongs to you.
He glances down at your watch
Mm-hmm.
and looks at you and just gives you a quick nod.
I never owned a watch, but I assume maybe my associate had one, and I don't quite know how I got it, but if this is yours, you're welcome to have it back. Complete misunderstanding, and here you go. And Barnaby's gonna try to take off the watch.
Okay. I mean, yeah, piece of cake. You can take it off.
And sorry for the misunderstanding. I hope this makes you feel better. Like,
Okay. He does. The old man takes the watch. He looks back at Ugla and just kind of hesitates. And he shakes his head no. And you can see Zahak has now gotten into tree area position. The other small gnome has gotten into another tree position. And of course, Calvin, fists out ready to go, kind of squeezes his brass knuckles that he was not wearing last time and runs towards the old man.
Why are they better prepared this time? That's weird.
You guys can all have an action if you want, or once again, you guys can let it play out. It's up to you.
well, I returned the item. So hopefully he's okay. Like, maybe they'll stop the loop.
I mean, yeah, maybe we were a little hasty last time with the whole, like... I mean, he did start, you know, killing people horrifically in front of us, so you can not blame us for being shocked.
That's true, but I I wasn't there, but I assume that's what's about to happen now. Should we try to stop the townspeople? I don't know.
The good news
he
is,
hasn't.
with that definite amount of time, Calvin jumps into the old man and puts a meaty right hand into the old man's face.
Holy shit!
Oh goodness! Hey, sir, the scouts have taught me that you respect your elders.
With that,
Shelly, just get out of the way, man.
as this fist goes like towards the old man, and you guys say that, Shelly goes, "I will get out of the way." And Shelly backs up into the trees quite a bit.
Yeah, just stay behind us, Shelly, and like try not to be non-threatening to him.
Behind you, got it.
Oh god, he's right behind me now, isn't he?
He's making his way that way. Calvin goes to throw a fist, and you guys can see the brass knuckles around his fist just deteriorate. And they turn to rust, and then they shatter. And then his fist makes contact with the old man, and his bones, you all hear just all simultaneously crack and break.
Oh goodness.
Oh!
Oh yeah, that's what you get. You know you don't respect your elders. That's yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mars doing the thing where like you clench your own hand in sympathy. And you're just like, oh!
Yep.
This is like, maybe don't try to kill the old man. I feel like you are all going to die.
We gotta stop the cycle of violence, guys.
You guys do see a pair of knives fly just over top, just close enough that like hair cuts off the old man's hair, and then a crossbow bolt that flies just past him, landing into this barrel over here.
Oh well, guys, I kind of want to stop the killing, so I'm going to stand in front of this.
I mean, I think it's worth a shot.
And then Barnaby's just going to stand in front of the old man.
Okay. You get in between the old man and Calvin, who you now see. Calvin is like the runt of a Goliath horde. He's basically like human, but you can tell he has a Goliath figure. Like he's got a massive jaw. All his muscles are as bulky as they can get, but he's still just like 6 feet.
Oh, hey there. You know, I wonder if you're about my mom currently lives with a Goliath horde. You know, she didn't like city life, but I see her every now and then.
He just starts turning his head, and he opens up his mouth, and his teeth has started to like dust apart.
Oh my god!
And like from his wrist all the way up to her shoulder are like turning into like skin and bones, and they go limp. And he's just like looking at the old man like, "I get you, next I'll get you." And he goes to throw another punch with his left fist.
And the Barnaby's just gonna be like, sir, you shouldn't do that. Like, we gotta stop this.
Wait, did he just say get him the next time?
Is that a clarification question, or you're asking the rest of your team?
No, that was Romardo saying that.
Yeah.
With that, Calvin goes to throw his left fist, and you can see it's going extremely quickly. The old man waves a hand, and it's stopped almost entirely, but it barely moves. If you stare at it long enough, it moves like an inch.
Then Barnaby's just gonna turn around to the old man and that's it.
Anyone else? There are still 2 of them that are about to go, but it's up to you guys.
I think so the 2 haven't attacked yet. I think Ramar's going to be like, he's going to kill you, I think. I don't think you guys should keep trying to murder him.
Okay. Roll a charisma check. A charm, I apologize. What's charisma? We don't know. With, I mean, you kind of turn. Ooh, nice.
Oh, that's
nice.
a dirty 8.
With that, you did see Ulak kind of like he started to like shake and like spread apart and almost become two of himself. And you see Joel's hands just immediately burst into flames.
God.
And then you say that, and they both kind of just stare at you. And then one of the Ulaks kind of puts his hand out to Joel before he goes back into himself and goes, "We wait." And Joel, his fists stop flaming.
Just wow! I didn't necessarily expect you guys to listen. Are you aware that you've tried this before?
The orc magic caster Ulak kind of just does some sign language to you, but you've already used your language, so to you it just looks very odd. The good news is Joel definitely goes, "I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just tired of this guy wrecking our entire town." So
Okay, but it's just my advice. I strongly suspect he's going to murder all of you if you keep this up. You should probably get your friends to stop.
you see Joel step all the way forward with as much confidence as a 5'6", absolutely normal looking dude could have, and he goes, I think we got this. And you see him like put up his hand, and like a small round object from behind, from Quill, lands in his hands, and his hands just start to heat up, and he goes, "If I was you and your friends, I would maybe get out of the way."
I don't know. My one friend doesn't really like murder. He doesn't like lynchings. It makes him uncomfortable.
I made it. Shelly
Oh my God.
is finally behind you.
Jesus, Shelly. Hey, Shelly. How's it going, man?
It's so great. It's like you can see through his illusion, like his mouth that like attempts to form a smile like cracks on one side.
I said, God damn it, Shelly. Please try not to get hurt.
I am very nimble, and you see like the shimmer like do a bunch of dodges, but his body just like aches, like it just sits there and like shakes. Let's see, Sheva, anything you would like to do?
I mean, not in particular.
Not in particular.
Yeah, just kind of watching it play out between these guys.
Okay.
I'm a hold in action, I guess.
Okay.
Just, you know, shit gets hairy, I'm gonna do something.
I like it. I like it. Speaking of shit getting hairy, the small thing that is in Joel's hand just starts to melt, and he throws it. Barnaby, Calvin, and the gnomes have an action. We can start with Barnaby.
Has he thrown the thing yet?
It just left his hand. But
Okay.
you are facing the old man.
That's right. So I'm just like, so what's the deal here, sir?
He just like turns down to look at you, and he goes, "I have to do this."
Why?
Do what?
I am afraid, and then you just hear this like goopy sound followed by like foom foom foof.
Oh, good golly.
What I will do for you is you can use a quick dexterity to see if you can do anything like deflecty wise or grabby wise, or just to move out of the way, or anything else you have hidden up your sleeves.
Let's see. Um, what does
Ooh.
Barnaby is still pretty bare. Never made skills for him or abilities.
Yep.
I think he's gonna use like Kraken Scout stat,
Okay.
and he spent he uses good hearing, and Barnaby is going to try to stop the goo with his shovel.
Well, here's what I'll tell you, Barnaby. You hear 3 separate sounds. You hear 4, but 2 of them are the exact same. You hear 2 knife throwing sounds from your right. You hear a cross bolt coming from the left. And you hear a goo coming from behind you. But all of them sound like they're on target and heading your way.
All right,
Goo.
I'm gonna go for the goo.
Okay. You turn around and just palm it.
No, I'm gonna use my shovel.
I like it.
Or possibly my skillet.
It's up
Oh,
to
fling
you.
it at the old man.
It's up to you. What would you like to do? What do you want to grab?
Fling the goo.
He's gonna just like catch the goo with his skillet.
Okay. Just in time, you kind of pull it out of the little holder that you have it in, and you slam it up, and you see this goo just get stuck onto your skillet, and it spreads and spreads. It starts to get towards your knuckles. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna drop it and be like, what is this?
Okay. As you drop it, it covers the skillet and just sits on the ground and does not expand anymore. Your Kraken sense does your Kraken skills. You do hear the thump, thump, sk of the 2 knives landing in the old man and the crossbow bolt landing in the old man.
Oh goodness, sir.
Hey.
I do know basic first aid, but
For 2,
that's me.
for 4, so 6, and a total of 10 damage. Holy cow.
Whoa.
Oh, man. I gotta check. Okay. Yeah. You see most of his, like, shimmer just falls off. And for now, you truly see an old, just decrepit old man whose, like, skin isn't just sagging, but is, like, tight to his face again. Yeah, I mean, you can almost see through him and, like, see his veins as they go along his body now.
Guys, can we like rescue this guy? Like, take him back in his house? He says he has to do this.
His house is engulfed in flames. I don't want to go in there.
What is this?
Hmm?
What is this? He
I
says he has to
assume-
do this.
I assume he has to fight these guys. The current situation, he said he has to. Even if I gave him back his watch. Wait, do you need to I don't know. He oh jeez, that guy fell.
Oh, jeez. Don't worry. I'm just doing evil things as you guys talk. Don't worry.
We're sitting here like debating this.
He's just roll with it.
As you guys debate, Calvin runs back up to him, and you can see he goes for a flawless, like, form tackle. He gets down low. He's, like, heading towards the knees, and as he hits the old man whispers something so quiet. Kraken, you're the only one who can even faintly hear it. But as he tackles, he just turns into a giant cloud of dust and falls. And Calvin is all the way gone.
Ugh. Oh, I have that guy. Oh, ugh.
Oh my god! It's on my coat!
Ah. Oh goodness.
Oh, could you get it in your mouth, man?
A little bit. Oh gosh. Oh, it's really like campfire soot.
Ramar, though,
He's gonna be like, here. He's gonna have a flask full of like whiskey. You wash your mouth with it.
I only heard heard. Wow, nice English there, Matt. I only heard some of that. You were muted. But I was gonna tell you, you do see him move that staff as he dusted that guy. That little center swivelly part.
Don't point that stuff at us.
We're just trying to help. And Barnaby takes a sip of the flask and just immediately spits it out. Oh God! Take it back.
He's better than Ash. What?
Ugh, take it back. Ugh.
Okay. Aaron has a plan, but you guys technically still have actions. Would anyone like to do anything?
I think Barnaby did a lot already.
Okay. Going once. Going twice.
It's just Ramar's just kind of back up a little bit. He's like, I really think if this guy dies, this is just going to happen again.
Okay. So you back up directly into Shelly. Shelly, I'm sorry. I will back up as well.
He's okay, Shelly. You've had a hard day.
What are you talking about? I'm okay.
I know, Shelly.
We are not in danger.
Well, we should be fine. Just try to keep us alive if all of a sudden we start getting old and turning to dust.
That is my primary goal.
We need to talk about that later, but now's probably not a good time, Shelly.
And Shelly does not say anything at all. Shava, you were holding your action. Anything you would want to do?
No, I still want to see where this plays out.
Okay. All right. So I will tell you what everyone else is doing. Quill, way in the back, is getting something out of his bag. You guys don't know what yet. The two small gnomes are obviously reloading and preparing their next attack. Joel has now made his way fairly close to the front line, and his whole body is like engulfing itself in flames. And Ulak he kind of got in a better position, and you can see him attempting to cast some sort of spell as Aaron twists some more levers in his staff, and the thing of wood in the crates that Ulak is standing on does now turn into... I will show you in 2 seconds. A full-on tree, knocking Ulak up and back quite a bit.
That was neat.
Well, you should definitely be in the scouts, sir. Deforestation is a thing of the past.
Okay. The old man just kind of glances over at you, and he begins to twist his staff around.
To me?
Yep.
Oh, I mean you no harm, sir.
Okay. He stops a little bit, but it's only because a certain amount of time has gone by. So, let's roll some dice. The gnomes. The first one, Zahak, got an 8, and he has a +2. I am not kidding. The other small gnome also got an 8, and he also has a +2. So we've got some pretty big damage coming.
They're some mean little gnomes.
They are. They're quite good at what they do. And we've got Joel coming up. Joel sucked. Quinn did all right. Oh, tabletop.
That one poor brawler Goliath keeps dying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, frontline people in Magic users. Barnaby, in front of your face, a crossbow bolt goes directly into the old man's neck, and you see his eyes just go wide as like they start to get bloodshot. 2 knives go into his chest as he like drops to his knees, and Joel runs up to him and just bear hugs him. Barnaby, what would you like to do? Something's happening. You hear a sizzle. And you can hear multiple clickings from quite far behind you. Romardo, you can see Quill has out some sort of odd mechanism that he's starting to crank with his hand.
Holy shit, Barnaby, get it over there.
What? Huh? No, this poor old man. What?
Actually, Saber's it's going to explode, I'm thinking.
I think Barnaby's going to just close his eyes and just be like, I want this to stop.
Okay.
And he takes out a shovel.
Okay. Shovel is out. Just roll a d8. First off, you have to not roll a 1. That's not true.
Okay.
That's not how that works. I need you to get a positive success. So at least a 6
Okay, alright.
for something crazy.
Okay, come on, Barnaby.
It is your shovel, so add a +1. Oh, nice.
Oh. 6, yeah.
That is hilarious. I was attempting to say that before you rolled. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So your shovel happened. Oof. That couldn't play into what I wanted to happen more than anything. Shava, what are you doing?
Getting away from whatever's going to explode.
All right. You want to run back towards Romardo? Do you want to run towards town? Or would you like to run into the house that's on fire?
Romardo's arms, if I can.
Oh, absolutely. You can make it there.
Yeah, like a leaping, flying leap.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, one of our fans does some fan art for us. I don't know if anyone's listening.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll to see if I catch her?
Let's roll a strength. Let's see how ridiculous this gets.
Oh no. She catches him.
I'll just kick him in the face.
I have the belt of strength.
You do?
Yeah.
So this might not be terrible.
This might not be terrible, he says.
Oh, big old 5.
Ah, it's terrible. She jumps. You go to grab. Your like hands go for like the perfect waist and like pick up moment. And she just goes over your head, and you just grab the ankles, and now you guys are in this awkward tilting backwards momentum. The good news is Shelly is
just
there.
following this like horrible pretzel.
Yep. As you begin to follow, Shelly puts a hand on Shava's back and goes, "Don't worry, And you just hear this ting, 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 ting. The Kraken.
Is that you? Shelly?
Shelly
Barnaby?
has no response. I did mean Barnaby. Barnaby, you've got your shovel up. You see Joel just burst into flames as he like bear hugs this old man, and you hear and feel a bunch of tension on your shovel, and it goes tink tink tink. And then somewhere behind you, you hear tink tink tink, as this old man begins to take damage while being on fire. And Quill goes, you just hear from the back, Quill goes, oh no. It's up to you guys. I'm going to take actions away from Shava and Romardo. Barnaby, you have an action before all the NPCs go. You see this old man legit melting in front of you.
So Barnaby, his shovel is like tensing, like it's weird.
Yep, there was pressure on like the tip of the shovel that like pushed it down, and then like
Down.
jolts back up almost instantly.
Uh, whatever whatever the Kraken does, I don't know. Just water or something.
Okay. Okay.
He yells at the shovel or something. He is just.
You
Isn't it?
you yell at the shovel. Once again, you see a crossbow bolt, 2 knives go into the old man, and you just hear Joel start screaming at the top of his lungs, full on anime style, as the old man like reaches out towards you, Barnaby, and he holds up the watch that you had and you just gave him, and he drops it as he melts into Joel.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Whoa! And Barnaby goes down to the floor and he picks up the watch but vomits.
As you kind of pick that up, you see Joel not moving, and that is clearly because the front half of his body has now morphed into gold. Where the old man once stood.
Oh god!
Romardo, you made that comment to Shelley, and you do not have you do not hear a response, and you just kind of hear something land into the sand.
Run! And Romardo's gonna like actually say like Shelly run, and then he's gonna like start booking it, dragging Shava.
Okay. Towards town, back towards Quill. Like to your left. What do you want to do?
I think like kind of a diagonal run, like towards town, towards the burning house.
Like this direction.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a bishop move.
Okay. As you kind of make your way past Shelly, you feel and hear. I guess Shava would feel more than anything. Shelly's body just kind of go limp and fall down to the ground. And then you
fuck.
both hear Shelly just. Ka-tish.
Shelly!
Hello!
Shelly!
Multiple gears shifting about, but they definitely start to. Ka-tish, 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 ka-tish.
Oh fuck, man! Does the like magic glow kind of still there, or
It shuts off almost entirely. It's slowly fading away. As you can most definitely see Shelly with exit wounds in Shelly's back of 4 small little pellet holes in Shelly's back. As Quill,
oh, what the fuck?
Quill has pulled out some sort of I guess you would call it a gun, but it's like a tripod that he was like cranking a lever. Roll in intelligence there, Romardo.
Ooh, 3.
Yep. The grief of a Shelley is hard to really figure out exactly what happened, but something happened. And Shelley is face down in the sand.
I was like, this guy's holding a smoking thing. Mm-hmm. And we heard a big boom, and now Shelly's laying face down. Mars is like, what the fuck, man?
Quill, you see his eyes are just super wide. He goes, well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Did you just fucking kill my robot?
I was aiming for the old man, but your buddy busts out a shovel. And
Well, what the fuck? What, I mean, you didn't have to. Like, the guy's dead.
I know that now. 10 seconds ago, I didn't know that.
You had better be able to fix robots, man. And like, Mars gonna run over to Shelly.
Yeah, as you run over to Shelly, there's just clear liquid just oozing out of Shelly.
Ah, fucking shit, man. Can if I use one of my spells, can I try to do weird stuff with it?
What would you like to try to do?
Um, I want to try to use my summoning stat and like use a spell to justify doing it, but the glow around Shelly is still like an intact looking version of him, right?
It's diminishing, and like at this point, you can start to see like lines, like a hologram, that are like coming through the back and like front of Shelly. Almost like a laser show coming out of Shelly.
If if I use a spell for it, can I use my summoning stat to try to summon that image into Shelly? Kind of like replace his existing body with like this intact one. If the is the axe still in its head?
Axe is still there. Yep.
Okay, as long as the axe is in his head, that's what he's trying to do. He's hoping this is some weird time thing, and that's like an intact version of Shelly that he can pull here to like fix him.
Before we do that, roll an intelligence. Let's just see what
say-
Romardo can kind of figure out from what's happening here.
Is that too weird? That might be weird. I don't know.
I mean, I like what you're saying.
Oof, that's a 4.
Yeah.
I used up all my good rolls at the beginning.
You could most certainly try. So you
Yeah,
would
I'll
like to
do it.
use a spell and like kind of add that to your summoning.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a summoning for me then.
I like that. You can try. Oh, that sounds good when I failed. That sounds good.
Yep.
Romardo's mad with grief over his robot.
Robit.
Damn it, that's a 4.
Ooh. You
Oh,
like
wait, do I
summon
have-
in. Oh.
I'll use 2 luck points.
Haha, a 6. I like it a lot. That really messes with what I was about to do. You see this like hologram
Yay.
that's like coming in and out of like the front and back of Shelly. You see like a small box on the front and the back of him or her. There's no way of knowing for sure. Shell self that is like exposed now. And you can see that like hologram is like filling up with ooze and like dark goo of some sort, very watery and like fluid. And you see this version of Shelly, and he goes, "Hello. I'm sorry I couldn't be more help."
Oh, she was a huge help. I'm trying to see if I can fix you with this.
I hurt a lot.
I know, Shelly. I know. I'm sorry. It's pretty bad if you're admitting it. I know. I'm sorry, man.
He buried me on the east well.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. This is Shelly I'm speaking to. I'm starting to understand that now.
I wish I could have done more, and like just goops into the floor.
He's like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's not necessarily good. God damn it, you killed my robot, you son of a bitch!
Quill is just like, he's stress eating at this point. Out of his backpack, he pulls like a 18-inch sub and is just like eating it. I did it. I was saving for the old man. He's just downing the sub, taking bites
You
of
brought
between
an
each breath.
18-inch sandwich to a magical lynching? What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I don't know what had happened. He takes another bite.
Romaro's just, chill.
The townsfolk start to head out. Only 2 deaths this time. I guess there's 2 last time. 3 last time? As the townsfolk start to kind of huddle around the dead people, which would be the orc Ulak and Joel, who is fused with a block of gold.
Is Is there any life in the old man that like Barnaby can get close and see if he'll say anything, or is he just dead?
He is a solid block of gold. But you can't. It's
Oh.
hard to even tell that was the old man. It's almost like a very poorly 3D grafted model of him.
Oh gosh.
Do I still have the chunks that I chiseled from the block of gold in my pocket from last time?
You want to check?
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of go to reach in and you just pull out dust.
Oh. Wait a second. What about the ball of Zeus blood? The solid container of Zeus blood.
You want to check that as well?
No.
Okay.
Is is the staff okay?
The staff is engulfed in the gold as well.
Oh, so it's all solid.
He didn't drop it this time.
What's the watch doing?
As you kind of picked up the watch, it's
Oh,
slowly
robot.
spinning. Oh, robot voice?
Yeah.
Okay, am I
So
back?
yeah. It's slowly spinning.
It's slowly spinning a little bit faster than it should.
um
Do you want to sit there and watch it for a while?
yeah.
Okay.
And has the fire gone down at all, like in this house?
It's probably getting worse, if anything. It is wildfire
Bar-
at this point.
Barnaby's gonna look at this watch. Is there anything on the back?
Nope, not a whole. I mean, there's like some markings, like some strict, like just up and down marks. But roll an intelligence. Let's see. Let's see how much of this you understand.
And go. Ooh, nat 810.
All right.
Oh.
Well played, sir. There are exactly 8 up marks and 7 down marks.
8 up marks and 7 down marks. So equals 15 and wait. Are they in a certain order? Like, just like, are they all in a row? Are they all?
They're all
There?
one connected line, so they just start going up, and then like they do just like a bunch of W's basically that end in a up mark.
And there's 15 total.
15 total.
Okay.
8 up, 7 down. The other thing I'll give you, because that was a 10, is it's so hard to tell, but the watch is every time it does like a full minute, it gets a little bit faster, like almost by like half a second, and then the next time it's a full second, then the next time it's like 2 seconds, so it's slowly getting faster.
The watch is getting faster. All right. Is there a knob on the watch?
There's no knob on the watch.
Is there a place that could have a knob?
Nope.
Do we know roughly how long it took between the last time the old guy died and the watch starting to like go crazy and everybody turning to dust?
I'd probably say maybe about 5 hours. There was like a rushed funeral, partying in one tavern, and then like business in the other tower.
Okay.
So yeah, let's give it 5 hours.
Party in one business.
Is there any like broken glass? Is the watch face any damaged? Barnaby's like just going to town on like seeing what he can get from this.
Pristine. It almost looks like it was literally just made, handcrafted, and then handed to you.
Okay. This has to mean something. 8 up, 7 down. There's no knob, no winding.
It's okay, Barnaby. I think we just have to wait and we'll have another chance at this. I'm going to feel really, really silly if the day doesn't repeat again.
This is
What
a
was
hack.
inside? What was inside the house?
Sorry, what'd you say, man?
What was inside the house? I haven't been in there, and it's burning down.
He had like a nice kitchen and it's just like an old man's house. But Romardo went in there and there is a room with a bunch of hourglasses. They all run at a different speed.
Hmm.
And then you show up with like a mystery watch. I mean, they're both timepieces. I gotta think there's something there, you know.
I gotta get in that house, guys.
I know, but that might be difficult right now.
The flames are now like screaming, cackling, like you hear things just cracking in there.
I wonder, like, do you think this, like, check out the notch mark. Like, it's up and down, up and down. Maybe they've been doing this, like, at least 15 times? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Maybe the downs are where the old man wins, or the ups are where he wins? I don't know.
God, no wonder he's like all depressed and shit.
Uh-huh. And he said he couldn't stop. He has to do this. But
Hey, listen, before you guys get all surrounded with us, your buddy killed our robot.
Sheller!
The gnomes have walked up to you. Quill is still like eating his sandwich and like crying into it.
Yeah, look at him, the guilty fuck.
Romardo, a little girl has gone up to you and grabbed your hand, and she just looks up at you and goes, did you guys take care of him?
Yeah, I mean, I watched.
I didn't like him.
Barnaby's just like inconsolable because Shelly's gone, and he just realizes it.
Yep. Yeah, there is clear goo just flowing all over the place.
He's trying to stop the goo,
Okay.
and he's just going, "Not today!"
And like Romario just shaving, like, I'm really going to feel stupid if this day doesn't repeat now, man. Holy shit.
Oh, and then Barnaby just like snaps. He looks up. The watch is going faster, and then he's like, "Not today, Shelly!"
I mean, I think that means we have roughly 5 hours. And we're the only ones who seem to be not affected by it. So that should mean that Shelly come back.
So, and he's just covered in goo.
I mean, we've seen that little Goliath guy die like twice now.
Oh, that's true.
We should tell him to stop punching the old man.
I don't think they're going to listen. I told him, respect your elders, and he didn't. Well, he turned into an elder, and then I guess it's a fair fight. But clearly,
I know. That's fair.
it's like when you're on the ground.
As you guys have this discussion, a large collapsing sound happens from behind you guys, and the old man's house just collapses in on itself.
There goes that.
Barnaby looks like, I really hope I can get into that house. I may be. Oh, jeez!
As the fire starts to extend.
Okay, maybe we should go back to town.
Yeah, let's run away.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys head back into town then?
Yeah.
That little girl still holding your hand, Romardo.
He'll take her with. She can join the hand-holding formation.
Okay. Blanca, the younger, smaller gnome has like begun to start fighting the fire with most of the townspeople. Quill is just pulling out bags of sand out of his bag and throwing it at the fire.
You better be able to fix a robot when you get back, Quill.
He just looks at you for a second, just full crying face. It just gets out more sand and starts throwing it at like already dead
Like
fire.
I'm serious. I'm just joking. Romardo's king.
Did we attempt to like drag Shelly, or we just like left?
I guess. How heavy is Shelly?
Very heavy.
We won't forget.
Heavy as Shell self is.
I will say Quill is like straddling Shelly, like flinging bags of sand around him just to make sure.
That's right. You take care of him. Them.
As the little girl like holds your hand, she goes, this way, everyone wants to meet you.
Are you muted? I think you're muted. Yeah.
Muted?
Yeah. Yeah. She was talking, but I don't think anybody.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear her.
Yeah.
Shava.
You're still muted.
Yeah, she's fixing it.
Christian, keep going.
Okay.
Go on.
Once again, the little girl pulls you guys past the weird center monolith in the middle of town and drags you to one of the two taverns.
Can we look at the monolith as we go by?
I don't really want to celebrate. My friend just died.
She like turns and looks at you guys. She goes, "Yeah, there's a party. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Take your time."
Right. Barnaby's gonna look at the watch. Is it like significantly faster?
Yep.
Okay, guys. It's things are checking out. It's going faster.
Yeah. I really hope it doesn't repeat. I would like Shelly not to be dead.
Yeah.
He's a good friend.
Zahak, who's been with you guys this whole time, just kind of looks and goes, "You guys are being really weird, but if you want me, I'll be over here." And he points to like the young person tavern, and he walks on in.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Shellac.
Can I kind of inspect the monolith?
Absolutely. Roll in intelligence.
It seemed weird last time.
It was mentioned all too ominously.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Five.
Five. I mean, 5 gets you a bunch of gibberish. Every now and then you think you see like patterns of like day and night cycles, but then they like strangely your translation turns into like lyrics to a very popular day and night song here in Terra Luna. So
Barnaby would like to inspect the other half of it.
okay, heading to the other side. Roll an intelligence as well.
Come on, Barnaby. Ka-choo. Oh, 9.
Okay.
Oh.
This is what he does.
Before we jump into that, Shava, anything in particular you would like to do?
Nah, I'm gonna wait and see what goes on with Barnaby's watch.
Okay, absolutely. So as Barnaby is like scoping out this monolith, you're kind of keeping an eye on the watch. And he's like reading up and down. Takes him about like 10, 20 minutes before he starts to like piece things together and like mumble out words that he's reading. And Shava, you see that watch like speeding like it's gone through like a couple of day cycles at this point.
Is there any like up and down marks that are close to what's on the watch?
No, but you did succeed. So here's what you see. You see it, the story of the town and how it began as almost nothing. And on the arrival of the old man, crops began to grow better almost overnight. Metal workings became perfect overnight. People matured and like grew out of their like petty fights almost overnight. And you can almost see it like etched. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Etched.
that's tough apparently, guys. Etched into this monolith, the story of the town and how once the old man came, everything got better. And then sure enough, things got worse and worse, and then the monolith just stops after worse. As the town gets as dirty and gross as possible, there's room for one more space, and it's blank.
Guys, I have an idea. What about if I write the town got better? Or the town became perfect in this
Right.
one blank space?
Get hurt.
I mean, it's worth a shot. My idea was to go into his room and smash up all the hourglasses. But the room and hourglasses, I assume, are now destroyed, so that answers my question if that's going to fix everything.
Well, I can just write. And the town was perfect again. The town was perfect forever.
Safe.
Yeah, I don't know. Perfect. That sounds like something that would. It
Oh.
could
It's
sound
ambiguous.
good, but
What about the town was content forever? So, maybe something happened, but then, like, they're like, oh, yeah, we're cool. You know?
Yeah, that could be a good one.
Yeah, or town was normal. I don't know. Well, what's normal anymore? After what?
Every time we go to this fuck.
Yeah, content? Once? Twice?
3 times the rate.
All right. Barnaby's gonna write the town was content forever or evermore. I don't know. Well, just the town was content.
Okay.
Oh, forevermore. That's poetic.
Oh, forevermore.
As you like, how are you writing this in? Like with are you chiseling it in? Are you like, do you have some graphite and you're just writing it in? What do you want?
Well, I do have some graphite because I do have my journal,
Yep.
and so he writes it in, and he's like, well, if it disappears, maybe we'll try stronger stuff.
Okay. As you start writing, Sheva, since you were paying attention to the watch, it is going like day cycles, month cycles, year cycles, and you see the town kind of around you guys like build up in like 2-story buildings, 3-story buildings, multiple markets break out. You see people coming out of the tavern ready to work. People get old, people die, kids start to become like workforce employees. And then as you finish there, Barnaby, it just kind of fades away and you see a Chuguayo does not permit this. And it all disappears and the town goes back to terrible.
I saw a message like somebody wrote. Does not who says
A Chuguayo.
a Chuguayo?
Yep, and you saw it written for a split second in graphite, and it disappears.
Mm.
With
guys,
that, townspeople, in fact, the townspeople that you have met 2 times, you now meet for a 3rd time, start mobbing out towards the old man. They go, "Let's get him! He doesn't survive tonight!" And we jump over to... Maybe. Loading.
Okay.
Loading. Except for, you guys see this. It's a little bit different. Because 1, you guys don't technically see Shelly. 2, you don't see the Kraken.
You see Barnaby.
You see Barnaby. Who is way taller than you guys right now. Don't worry about it.
Oh my
Don't worry
god.
about it. Don't worry about it.
Time travel change. Time travel changes, you guys.
Oh my god, did it hurt?
Oh no, I I think when you transform into another person via seawater, I think pain just doesn't around.
Does that hurt when that happens to you?
It's just wet. Some would call it moist.
Oh.
Ah.
Mm.
With that, the last thing you do notice that is entirely different are two heavily armed crossbowmen that you might have seen before. Everybody roll an intelligence before we call it a night.
Mhm.
Ooh, I rolled a 9.
Nice.
Thanks.
Okay.
I rolled
Okay.
a 4.
Okay. And last but not least, haha, the one person who should have noticed for sure. Vermardo, I mean to them, to Barnaby and to Sheva, it just looks like some brave townsfolk came out. Vermardo, some privates from Belanomisk have definitely just showed up. You didn't notice them last time we reset like this.
Oh, shit.
With that, we're going to call it a night here because guess what? Wah, 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 wah. It's double header date night. Tomorrow we will be back with the exact same fight you've now seen twice.
Yay!
We're gonna do it again!
Thrice as nice.
Thrice is nice.
This is the whole campaign, guys.
This is the-
We're
there-
gonna be stuck in Pine Grove Pass.
As to how many ways can this old man die?
I hope you've enjoyed this exact same confrontation you had last time. That just went a little differently.
Found out stuff, though.
Yeah. You've discovered some things. You guys didn't go to the tavern this time, and you instead went to the monolith. So good on
We
you.
learned someone does not I assume another god does not permit this.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, before we sign off,
I really
for the
hope-
night- Oh, go ahead.
I really hope you wrote that name down, Kraken, because I definitely didn't.
Would you guys
I
like
don't
an actual spelling of it?
Yes.
Okay. The actual spelling and my pronunciation could be terrible, but it is ACHUGUAYO.
Is it 2 H's?
One H.
1 H?
ACHUGUAYO.
Okay. All right.
Aha!
Ooh,
Yeah, really. How the hell would you pronounce that
look
one?
at you. Chulagayo. Boy.
What I have in my notes is a chew, like a sneeze. G-way. For some reason, I put G-way instead of actually saying what it would be, and then just yo, like the greeting yo. A chugwayo is what I said. Whether or not I'm wrong is up to. I don't even know. I don't remember what religion this god is from. Sorry, that religion that we're neglecting to announce.
Well, that way they can't get mad.
Yeah. Anyways, this has been date night. I hope you guys had fun. I mean, I had fun. So
I'll say next. How will the old man die tomorrow night? He's been drowned. He's been melted.
You're gonna fry him next time.
Are there like pine trees around his house?
there's a lot of kind of trees around his house. In fact, Pinewood Pass is not entirely pine trees,
But it makes sense.
but there are hundreds of thousands of trees.
That's a misnomer.
I mean, the real question of the night that we're all neglecting to mention is Shelley going to be there tomorrow?
That's what I'm gambling on.
Well, I see his mini in the distance.
You do, but is that just a evil
A
placeholder?
spectral.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, Barnaby's gonna run into the burning house.
It's a good move. All right, friends. Well,
I need to get in that house. Boom.
Yeah, I really need to get in that house, I guess. Oh, dang.
Okay.
I will mention you got a 10. Your watch is back to normal, by the way, Barnaby.
Oh, cool.
You would have watched it go backwards multiple years and then stop and go back to normal.
How many notches are on the back?
15. 8 up,
Still
7
15.
down.
Okay. That's something.
It could be.
Mm-hmm.
And
We know-
you know what, you jerk.
know where
I
Shelley
lied.
is
It's
now, too.
it's another one, so it's technically 16.
Okay.
You're right. Well played. Well played. I had to think that through.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, we got notches on the bedpost. Nice.
All right, Fallout Boy.
How's the old man doing? Like versus the townspeople, how's the old man doing?
You guys are at the monolith. It's hard to tell. There's a marketplace and a whole group of buildings and trees.
Oh no, no, I mean like wins, losses.
Oh, yeah. There's no way of knowing. It's just up
Oh,
and
is
downs.
it's just it's now down?
Yes, it would be now down.
So it's 8 and 8 now.
Yep.
Yeah, they're more evenly matched than I would have suspected.
I don't know if it's losses or wins. It could just be, like ups and downs. I don't know. Like it's maybe ups and downs. Our friend the Jugal said who we encountered is the god of moon and the keeper of time.
And we also know where to find Shelley now.
Yeah.
One of those was regular gaming. The other is the most metagaming of all time.
And it was the end of the session.
Yeah.
So I was
No, I'm just kidding.
what I learned on the Jugals.
I specifically find
Yeah.
it very
I
difficult
won't use it.
deities on purpose to make you have to
Yeah.
look them up. So you have to
Yeah.
do as much work as I did. like the last one. Oh my lord, was that difficult?
Yeah, weapon whip.
He's literally like the first god of it wasn't even war. I don't remember what he was, but then they were like, nah, let's make one identical but cooler.
Yeah, he was scary though.
So, yeah.
Canary Islands.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, this has been date night. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. These guys are trapped in a dungeon with strictly a webcam and a computer. So I assume they didn't have fun, but they must play because I demand it. I am
Please send
DM
help.
Man. This has been date night. Any of you captured individuals in a basement like to say anything?
Please send help. Please send help. This isn't a joke. Oh god, oh god.
Just make sure you empty out our pea pots.
Wow. So funny. So funny. Definitely a joke. Anyways, good night. We'll see you guys tomorrow.